North Carolina saw an increase in population of 10% between 2010 and 2023. For reference, the U.S. population only increased by 7.4% in the same period. What's more is cities like Raleigh and Charlotte are currently some of the fastest growing metro areas in the entire country. So maybe you're thinking about making a move to North Carolina and you're wondering, what's the reason behind all this growth? Well, today we're going to look at the 10 reasons why everyone is moving to North Carolina. And if you stick around until the end, I'm going to share the best kept secret of why people are moving here and what they love about living in North Carolina. You definitely don't want to miss that. So let's get started. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to know everything about living in Raleigh, North Carolina, then hit subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so that you can be the first to learn about the current market and all of the best things to do in Raleigh. I'm Gretchen Coley, founder of the Coley Group, and I run the #1 Compass team in the Triangle. And we get calls, texts, and emails every single day from people just like you who are looking at making a move in the Raleigh area, and we love it. So whether you're looking at moving in 12 days or 12 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom call, and we will be happy to make sure that your move to Raleigh is smooth and effortless. Now, let's talk about why everyone is moving to Raleigh. The strong economy. North Carolina boasts a diverse economy spanning agriculture, finance, and tech, as well as housing major Fortune 500 companies. This diversity makes its economy more resilient in challenging times, earning it the 14th spot for economic strength, according to U.S. News and World Report. With strong rankings, this business environment, employment, and growth, North Carolina is currently seeing an enormous job growth, with companies like Google, Apple, Amgen, Fuji, the entire banking system coming into our market with high wage paying jobs. Number 2, the cost of housing. You know, North Carolina is consistently ranked well for home affordability. The Raleigh housing market is highly competitive, with home values reaching an average of around $438,000, showing consistent but moderate growth. While prices have risen over the past few years, Raleigh is significantly more affordable compared to markets like New York, San Francisco, and even Washington, D.C., where the median home prices can exceed $1 million in certain areas. So for you, this lower cost of housing allows buyers to purchase larger homes and enjoy a higher quality of life without stretching your budget to extremes often seen in these high-cost cities and metro areas. Raleigh offers not only affordability, but it also offers growth potential. You know, we haven't really talked about the suburbs, but when you step outside of Raleigh and you look for homes in some of our suburbs, you'll find larger homes with more land, especially in popular towns like Cary, Holly Springs, Wake Forest, and in Wendell. And despite recent price increases, Raleigh's housing market is still very accessible, making it an ideal place for buyers seeking a balance of competitive pricing with a long-term investment potential, which is what you should all be looking for as a buyer. Raleigh's market dynamics are driven by factors like Research Triangle Park's job growth and the steady migration of people from more expensive regions, creating a solid demand without the severe price escalations experienced in San Francisco and in New York, making this an overall super smart investment, especially if you're looking for your first home. Number 3 is the low cost of living. If you're like the average American, you probably have been a little bit stressed out about the increase in cost of living. 67% of Americans report feeling concerned about this. The reasons for this are clear. Food, for instance, has increased the most since 1979. Energy has increased exponentially, and the price of housing as well. But what's more, inflation has seen a drop as of late and is hovering around 3% last year. In the face of the rising cost of living, however, North Carolina stands out as an outlier. North Carolina has one of the lowest cost of livings in the U.S. with an index of 96. And to put that into perspective, Hawaii has the highest cost of living, and that index is 179. Number 4 is quality of education. So if you're like me, your children's education is paramount, and moving somewhere with good quality public schools has become more important than ever. That's because the quality of the public schools nationwide has been declining. A new report showed that math and reading scores recently plummeted to the worst in decades. Now, some people can blame that on COVID, but it's an overall systematic problem. Those moving to North Carolina may not have to worry about those issues though, and that might be another draw for those of you who are moving here. According to U.S. News & World Report, North Carolina is number 16 in the country in terms of both its higher education and its quality of public schools, grades K through 12. For instance, the state's average high school graduation is 87%. And you might be wondering, why is this? Well, Raleigh is home to several prestigious universities, including North Carolina State University, Duke University, and the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, among many, many others. These universities play a vital role in shaping the region's educational landscape, and they are just good for education overall. They contribute a rich academic environment with a significant impact on K-12 education by offering resources like expertise, access to research programs, mentorships, STEM outreach, and college prep workshops link university facility and students with local schools, creating valuable learning opportunities for young students. You know, my kids had the opportunity to go to one of those campuses every single summer for classes, for camps, and it was just a great experience to have them in our state, in our city, on our college campuses. And if all that wasn't enough, the universities attract highly educated professionals, reinforcing the overall quality of education in public and private schools, as skilled teachers and administrators are drawn to this region. The university's emphasis on research and development spurs tons of innovation in K-12 education, often resulting in new teaching methodologies, STEM initiatives, career and technical education programs tailored to prepare students for a rapidly evolving job market. And I think that makes so much sense. For example, Wake County schools benefit from partnerships that introduce students to advanced technology and foster academic rigor at an early age. As you can imagine, this influence also encourages many K-12 students to pursue higher education within our state, strengthening North Carolina's commitment to educational excellence and community growth. I have 2 seniors this year, and I am hoping and praying that they both stay here and go to one of our great universities. Number 5 is natural beauty. Over the past few years, we've seen a movement called the rural migration trend. People are increasingly moving to rural areas, showing their wish to be closer to nature. Between 2020 and 2021, rural areas grew by 0.13%, compared to 0.1% increase in urban areas. This might not seem like a huge difference on the surface, but it's because in the past, urban areas have historically seen way more growth than rural areas, so there's been a huge shift. Raleigh is affectionately known as the City of Oaks, and we sure do live up to our name. Raleigh's Greenway system, known as the Capital Area Greenway, spans over 112 miles and covers more than 3,800 acres. It connects neighborhoods, parks, and natural scenic areas throughout Wake County, making it one of the most extensive urban greenway systems in the Southeast. Initially developed in 1974, the network enables residents to enjoy activities like biking, walking, jogging, with trails often winding through some of the most picturesque landscape greenways in Raleigh and Wake County. And it's often home to numerous parks and open spaces managed by both state and county entities, aimed at preserving natural beauty and providing recreational spaces. The Greenway also offers alternative transportation routes, promoting environmental sustainability by reducing the dependency on cars. Now, while North Carolina isn't completely rural, it has plenty of nature to enjoy. Out of North Carolina's 31 million acres, for example, 5 million, or about 16% of these, are public lands. For instance, North Carolina has 41 state parks, 10 national parks, 4 national forests, and Thrillist ranked it the 12th most beautiful state in the country, citing its beaches, the Blue Ridge Mountains, and the incredible Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Number 6 is remote work opportunities. While North Carolina might have a strong local economy, it's also proven to be a great state for those who are looking to work remotely. Research shows us that that's quite a lot of people. For instance, 14% of people in the country are currently working remotely. However, 68% would love to work remotely 100% of the time. and 23% say they would love to take a 10% pay cut in order to work remotely. So for those people, North Carolina's remote work infrastructure might be another draw. For instance, Wallet Hub recently ranked the states based on their ability to support remote workers according to two key factors: work environment, which includes the share of workers working from home and internet access and cybersecurity, and the living environment provided, which includes metrics like the price of electricity, access to low-priced internet, and average home square footage. North Carolina came out number 15 overall, and number 16 for work environment, and number 25 for living environment. So we really stacked the deck when it comes to being able to work remotely. Another study found that North Carolina has the best, ranking number 15 according to broadband speed and the percentage of the state that has it. Number 7 is the healthcare system. Raleigh-Durham is known for its extensive healthcare system supported by 3 major medical centers: Duke University Hospital, UNC Health, and Wake Med Health and Hospitals. Duke University Hospital ranks number 1 in North Carolina and provides advanced care, and it's a teaching hospital affiliated with the Duke University School of Medicine. Duke is a leader in the fields of cancer care, cardiology, and neurology, making it a top destination for specialized healthcare within the state and within the nation. UNC Health is another massive healthcare provider here in the area, and it's well regarded for both patient care and research initiatives. Wake Med is based in Raleigh, and it operates several hospitals, including healthcare facilities throughout the Triangle, offering emergency services, pediatrics, women's health care, and you can see that together these systems serve the Triangle with high-quality medical services that cost up to 6% below the national average, which helps make the Raleigh-Durham area both an affordable and an attractive location for competitive health care. Now, I find that a lot of people coming into this market are coming in specifically for the health care, especially if they have a sick family member or someone who has a chronic disease or really needs that support. This is a great area to ensure that you have everything you need from the medical aspect. At the beginning of this video, I told you that I was going to tell you a secret about why people are so drawn to North Carolina. Well, there are actually a couple of things that most people don't ever talk about, one of which is our Southern hospitality. People are drawn to the state's warm hospitality and its laid-back lifestyle. They appreciate a friendly attitude of locals and a relaxed pace of life, especially compared to fast-paced cities. So this ends up becoming one of their favorite aspects. And I find that people who come here from cities that are typically fast-paced slow down pretty quickly. So if you're here in Raleigh, drop a line in the comments and tell us what drew you to this area. And if you're in Charlotte, what drew you to Charlotte? In Raleigh, you get access to incredible healthcare, incredible universities, great friendly people, and a melting pot of people from all over the world who are moving here. It's very easy for a family to make a decision to move and get integrated into their community and live an incredible lifestyle really, really quickly. And that's just not the case in other places. So if you're looking for a place to move where you're going to get great schools, a great climate, a job market, and an overall fantastic way of life, North Carolina could be for you. So we've covered a lot of information in this video, and we get calls, texts, and emails every day from people just like you who are looking to make a move into Raleigh or into the suburbs of Raleigh. And whether you're looking to make a move in 12 days or 12 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. You can also schedule a Zoom call, and our team will help ensure that you make a great move to North Carolina. We'll see you in North Carolina.